Hello and welcome everyone at the GP Drift Corner Grand Prix Round 2 of winter season at this beautiful track of CASTELLET in France, of course. We will be starting shortly and we should have today very good battles, because when we were spectating how they are doing in tandems, they were very close battles, so probably we will see many one more times today, and hope to see a good rivalry, and let's see who will be the best today, because yesterday both first and second place was taken by Irishman. First place Alan Hines, second place Kyle Woods. Probably Alan will join us today at the stream, helping me with commentary, but we will see. And yeah, let's wait for the start. Okay, so we had a little server restart because we had to set all the skins properly, and we should be good to go with our first battle of top 32. That will be Daniel Colado versus Alan Hines. So let's see, Alan will be leading as he won yesterday's qualification. Daniel is chasing, big gap between them at the first corner. Transition to the first inside clip. And transition to the last corner, very shallow line from Daniel, as Alan is very good at lead. Filling all that outside zone number 3. So very good lead run from Alan. Little bit shallow line from Daniel as he was chasing. We see how fast Alan is, so he needs to do his best to chase him, but right now they're switched sides and Alan will be chasing. Close initiation, but right now a little bit gap as Alan is very big problems from Daniel right now. He almost stopped at last corner, so that should be big point deduction and easy win for Alan. Yep, Alan Hines gets the win and he's heading to a top 16. Yep.
Test 1, 2, yeah.
Yep, I can hear you. So we have Alan Hines with us.
Hey guys, how's things?
Yep. That was a very easy battle at top 32 for you.
Yeah, no, it was quite good. Just did the lead run that I had to do and just in the chase, just to make sure I didn't make any serious mistakes, and it seemed to be enough.
Yep, but right now we will have next battle. So we have Abdulaziz Al-Harbi and Leonid Kabirov. Leonid will be chasing Abdulaziz. So let's see, pretty nice initiation. Very close at the transition to an inside clip. He's trying to make a pressure on Abdulaziz. Right now, a little bit shallow, lacking angle also. And across the finish line.
Yeah, a really aggressive chase run there. I think Abdulaziz is going to have to put it in the next run to try and score back some points.
Yeah, that was very, very aggressive from Leonid in the first part, but in the second part, at this last outside zone number 3, he messed something with his line. That should be some point deduction, but Abdulaziz also dropped one tire off, so let's see the second part. As Abdulaziz will be chasing, transitioning to an inside clip. Pretty close, but lacking some angle right there, and line is not also on point. And
yeah,
nice
tapping him across the line a few times.
yeah, it feels like he was very, very close tapping him. so I can hear some judges' discussion.
Yeah, as you said, the first run, Leonid had a couple of mistakes in the chase position, but you know, Abdelaziz has made similar mistakes and also in the chase position. So
yeah, as I was expected one more time battle, so it was too hard to pick one, and we will see this battle again. Let's see if right now Leonid make so much pressure at his first.
yeah, he was very strong last time here, so let's see what he can do.
So I should do an inside clip and one outside zone number. Again, some lacking line from Leonid, but also Abdelaziz did the same mistake as the first run, dropping one tire just before the finish. Pretty much the same as the first one.
Yeah, Abdelaziz is giving a really nice lead run to Leonid, so I was expecting Leonid to be a little bit closer to finish there, but he did a good job.
Yep. Okay, so they switch sides. Second part of this one more tire battle. Let's see, so some gap between them right now.
Don't know if it's enough so far. Abdelaziz is going to have to really stick it, yeah.
Abdelaziz messed something up at the start of this last corner, but he was so close.
Yeah, transitioned a little early and just got caught, got too close and had to back off, which affected his angle. So it'll be interesting to see which way this goes.
Yep, Leonid Kabirov gets the win because of this mistake at the second run of one more time, because he totally messed up that entry to the lap. He got caught up, as you said, and then there was no way.
Yeah, unfortunately for Abdelaziz, he's not moving on to the top 16, but Leonid there doing what he needs to do to get the win, and yeah, we'll see him up against, I suppose, myself.
Okay, so who we got now? Lukasz and Robbie. So Robbie is chasing Lukasz. And let's see, nice entry from Lukasz at the lead run. Big gap between them, yeah.
Yeah, a bit of a gap here. Oh, a little mistake there.
Oh, nice attack from Robbie at the last corner. Oh, a contact. And again a contact.
Ooh, that's kind of tricky to figure out what went wrong there. Looks like Robbie just got a little too aggressive, but yeah, we'll have to wait and see what happens now.
Yep. I think too that Robbie was trying to be closer and closer, and he was just overshooted that attack and caused dropping tires from. But let's see a second part, as right now they are initiating the first corner. Whoa.
Big mistake.
Yeah, big mistake of Lukasz at his chase run.
He's now after falling behind. They can't even see Robbie anymore.
Yeah, it's just...
Was that a wheel? I think that was a wheel off from Robbie as well in lead position. This is tricky. This could go one more time, or, you know, you never know.
Yeah, it can go this way or that. It was big mistakes from Robbie and Lukasz also. That will be very hard. Yeah, you just need to watch the replay.
Yeah, you know, looking back at on the run, Robbie made some mistakes in chase position. Hit Lukasz too hard coming across the line, and which was a huge mistake on his behalf. And then Lukasz just had no chase run at all for the last half of the circuit and actually messed up the entry too. So I don't know. This could go either way. I could see this go one more time, but then the mistakes at the end from Robbie in his chase position were quite huge too. So we have to wait and see what happens here.
Yep, so we got the decision. There we go one more time, because judges cannot decide who made less mistakes, because It was just all about mistakes.
I kind of agree with that call. I think that was fair. You know, we didn't really get a fair winner there, so seeing him again is pretty.
Hello, so let's see. Little bit shallow line from Lukasz at the first outside zone. Oh, the contact at the inside clip. And shallow line from Robbie.
Yeah,
at
very
the
shallow
entry.
Robbie there, but pretty solid finish.
Yeah, finish was very good from Robbie, but let's see that if you missed this entry to the last corner, you'll really be in bad place to chase. So it is really important to be on a good position to make it on door.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah. You know, you don't want to transition too early like what Robbie did actually, but he managed to pull it back by the end of it.
Yeah, but right now they switch sides. Oh, again contact right now from Lukasz. And oh, almost going straight.
Oh, very messy.
Oh.
I'm not sure if that was Robbie's mistake that messed up Lucas. It's going to be interesting to see what the judges think of this.
Yeah, because the selection zone is just after outside zone number 2, but not at the inside. So yeah, Robbie Woolhouse gets the win. And because that mistake of Lukasz at the last outside zone, Robbie gets the win. Okay, we have next battle that will be Noyus Stasiunas versus Matz host pet. Matz will be chasing. Big entry from Noyus at the first corner. Little bit cutting the track with one wheel. Again, one wheel off from Noyus.
Not really fighting here, is he? Not really giving the chase that he needs. Oh, he kind of comes across the line or a bit closer, but Matz is not really doing what he needs to do in the chase position. So let's see if if Noyus can pull it back.
Noyus did big angle at the first corner, so then when he was transitioning to the second corner, he missed something, because doing a big entry, angle can really mess your line across the whole track. But right now they switch sides. Pretty close right now. Noyus trying to overtake him or something, because he was
he's
very
right up
sharp.
there, isn't he? So yeah, it looks like again transitioning too early, another mistake. And once you get too close to that front wheel of the lead driver, no, you know, really depends on the line that the lead driver was on. If he was not on wide on the outer zone, that's going to implement that mistake into the chase driver. So again, I have to wait and see what the judges have to say about this. As we wait the judges' decision, and it seems like Matz is after getting the win. Solid lead run there.
Yeah,
just better chase.
Was comparing lead to lead, chase to chase. So lead to lead, Matz had a very good lead run. His lead run was on point, but Noyus did many mistakes in his lead run, so he messed up his line. And then chase to chase, it was really close, because in first battle it was just 5-5, and then in the second run was on Matz's advantage, so Matz gets the win.
Yeah, it just goes to show how important it is just to be super consistent and not making any small or big mistakes. So yeah, good job from Matz, and we'll see him on to the top 16, and he'll be up against Rob Woolhouse, I believe.
Yes.
I suppose, as we know, wait for the next group to join in. I think we have, what is it, Spain of Ander, who qualified 4th, and he's up against Marco Rievis. Where's Marco from? Do we know?
Where's Marco from?
Yeah.
I guess Italy, but I can be wrong. Let me check.
Yeah, maybe so, maybe so.
Yeah, Italy, yeah.
And who else do we have? We have Tomek. Oh, Tomek. Am I pronouncing that correctly?
Yeah, Tomek Novak, yeah, it's...
Yeah. Versus Dennis. Is that a Polish? Is that a Polish battle right there?
Yeah, I would say. Denis Wiśniewski, Tomek Novak. Then again, Polish battle, Pavel Kowalik versus Piotr Venda. And the last battle of Group B, Alex Panfilov versus Marek Zatka. So, Russia versus Poland. But right now we have Under, we have Marko. So we are ready to go.
Yeah, Ander was doing a really good job in practice, so let's see if he can carry on that form. It'll be interesting to see against Marko.
He was 4th in quali, so...
Oh, huge angle from Marko.
Yeah, and I see a little bit of lags from Marko. And a gap between them, as Ander is doing a very good job at his lead run.
Yeah, man, he's fast. Ander is fast. Ander's the guy to watch for this event, I think. Marko unfortunately got too much angle on the first transition and he fell off. He lost some proximity, so you know that small mistake is after messing up the last half of his run. So Ander just needs to do a pretty solid chase run here, and I'm pretty sure he's going to get this one.
Okay, so right now they switch sides. So Ander will be right now chasing Marko. Big. Whoa. But he kept it in the tracks.
Ander's doing a really good chase drive here. Marko making mistakes out in front, but Marko's now finishing off quite strong here, really deep into the last outer zone and across the line. I don't know, I think Ander has this one.
Yeah, I think it will be pretty simple decision from judges, but let's wait. Yep, Ander Guerra. Sorry for my pronunciation, I'm not into Spanish. So Ander gets the win and he's heading to a top 16.
Yeah, the judge is saying better chase and the better lead, so yep, that's evidence right there of just consistency is what you need, and yeah, just good job from Ander there. Unfortunate for Marko, Ander moves on to the top 16. We've now got what? Dennis the Menace, or Dennis Dennis Wiśniewski.
Wiśniewski, you're pretty close.
Yeah.
Okay, so what happened right now?
Oh, big gap.
You were very fast at start, but he slept over.
Made a lot of proximity there in the first transition, but just dropping wheels is Dennis. Tomek is doing a pretty good lead run here, not really doing anything wrong.
So Tomek had a pretty solid lead run, as Dennis did some mistakes. He really messed up this initiation. Okay, so they switch sides. Pretty shallow line right now from Dennis.
It's kind of what's the word? Not really aggressive enough. There's not a lot of commitment here from Dennis, but Tomek is sticking it to the door right across the line here. So I don't know. I think Tomek is an E92, right? Yeah, I think Tomek is going to get this one.
Yeah, but I don't know how many tires he dropped. We need to...
Yeah, I might have missed that one, so it's going to be close here.
Yeah, we need to wait and check a replay to be sure.
As we see Peter in Conor Shanahan's car doing donuts, is that correct? Yeah.
Yeah. So Denis Wiśniewski gets the win. Okay, so Tomek had 3 wheels off the track, so that was 0 mistake. that's why Dennis gets the win and he's heading to a top 16.
Yeah, unfortunate for Tomic. He did look like he had a nice chase run, but I don't know. I personally missed the 3 wheels off, so I think that's the nail in the coffin right there.
Yeah, 0 mistake is just end of your chance to win it. Okay, so we have a Connor Shanahan at the start line.
Yeah, I've battled this guy plenty of times before in real life. He's not that. Well, I will see. And he's up against Pavel, so we'll have to wait and see what's going to happen here. I think Connor Shanahan's a little bit more experienced here, but we'll have to wait and see what Peter can do in the chase position.
Yeah. Right now, big gap between them as they're heading to an inside clip.
Ooh, drop a wheel there from Pavel on the inside.
Right now, Piotr is trying to be closer and closer, but I don't know. He had a big gap for whole track. Only the last outside zone he was close. But also Pavel did the mistake. He cut the track, had the wheel off. So let's see in which way that will go in the second part.
Yeah, I think Pavel is going to really commit to a chase run here to kind of nail this. So it's going to be interesting to see what's going to happen here as they initiate. Pretty decent. Missed the outer zone there, it seems like, from Peter.
Oh, a contact from Pavel.
Oh, okay.
Oh, that was just crush your opponent, head to the finish line. But I don't know.
Well, we don't know. Was there a small bit of lag involved? Was there a small bit of internet lag? We don't know. It didn't look like it, so don't think that was the problem. But as we all know, this being a video game, it's sometimes, you know, you think you're closer or you think you're further back than what you really are, and sometimes a small bit of desync and that's it. The other guy's gone off, but doesn't look anything obvious there to be the reason why that happened. So I think it's just a mistake on Pavel's chase, but this could go one more time if well, actually no, maybe not.
Yeah, but I think this corner is just very long, and in one place front is gripping, and I think that happened to Pavel. He was very close, and then his front just gripped, and he was faster than Piotr. And Piotr was doing very wide line and filling that outside zone number 3.
Yeah, actually, I think you're right about that. These cars, you know, they have 600 horsepower, but they've quite a bit of grip. So all these cars are pretty much the same underneath. It's just the shells that are different actually in the wheelbase. But yeah, you know, once you kind of run the faster line and you do actually have the faster car, those front tires sometimes find it difficult to grip on and stay on. So yeah, just could be a little understeer there from Pavel, and I think as you're saying there, yeah, I think that was the reason why there was contact. But you know, I think the judges are going to have to look at this carefully just to make sure that Peter didn't let off the gas or anything like that around the corner, because that would be considered, I suppose, a full throttle area if that's what the judges will be looking into.
Yeah. So I hear some discussion at judges' room. Yeah, and Piotr Venda gets the win, and he's heading to a top 16. And that was 0 mistake from Pavel at the last.
Yeah, unfortunate for Pavel. I think he might have had that into the bag, possibly might have had that in the bag until he made that mistake at the end, crashing into Peter. So unfortunate for him, but Peter, Mr. Shanahan over here, doing enough to get the win and through to the top 60.
Okay, so we had have last battle of top 32 left.
So, who are you going for? Russian vodka or Polish vodka?
Yeah, Polish vodka.
Ah, yes.
Okay, so Marek in this big Aristo girl.
Oh, this is a big boy.
Just a small house. Yeah, but right now, big gap between the closing in right now. But shallow line. Oh, very shallow angle. Also from had the
Pretty awesome leap
troubles.
from Alex, it seemed, especially last sector of the circuit. A huge angle across the line.
Yeah, he made a mistake. I guess it was somewhere near inside clip when he was lacking some angle. Pretty good lead run and some mistakes at the chase run. So let's see the second part. Oh, dropping a tire at the wild side zone number 2. But
Alex's car hopping all over the place. It's like a monster truck or something going around here. But I really sticking
very close
here. Yo. Yeah, he made a huge mistake on transition, not really getting onto the other zone, but he was kind of in that area where I presume he can kind of come away from the line to kind of continue door to door. But it really depends here on what the judges are looking for when it comes to chasing, especially on qualifying line at least. Anyway, so it really depends on what the big boy Aristo of Merrick's did in front to see if the judge is going to dock him for anything.
Yeah, we need to wait. We'll have judges call. Yep, so Alex Panfilov gets the win. And right now we will have a short break because we need to do a server restart to set all skins for right side of top 32. So we will be back in, I guess, 5 minutes. So see you in 5 minutes. Okay, so we had a server restart. Right now everything should be set properly. And we should be good to go in a minute.
Yeah, and I think as we wait... Oh yeah, driver's being called to the start line. So this is now an Irish versus a Spanish battle again. Kyle, or I don't know, well, depends on where Kyle wants to be called from, UK or Northern Ireland versus Spain. So Kyle's going to be leading with David chasing, both in S13s. Kyle being in the 180SX, of course, and David in the PS13. So we'll see.
Last time Kyle is doing a very good job as a driver. He really progressed over time and he's a very strong driver right now.
Yeah, and you're really showing it right here. Big gap here on entry, and as he transitions, pretty much flawless lead run here from Kyle. Really,
yeah, amazing
stepping
job
up as
yeah,
why he qualified second, and I don't know. That's pretty much perfect here. David unfortunately has just no answer, and that's it. I think Kyle has a huge advantage after that run. So
yeah, maybe 8-2 or 9-1. I don't know, but it was very good lead run, and chase driver just didn't make any action to make it happen.
To give credit to David though, he was quite consistent. He didn't make any major mistakes, just had no proximity. So we'll have to wait and see what happens here. Is Kyle going to throw it away, or is he? Oh no, he's not.
Oh, he's not. He's not gonna leave him any space. As
Hunting
David,
for the door.
Yeah, really close at the. David made some mistake at his lead run, so it's easy call. Kyle Woods gets the win and he's heading to the top 16.
And a quick little GG from Kyle here, and yeah, Kyle really showing why he qualified second and doing a really good performance there, and yeah, deserving the win there. Unfortunate for David, just not enough this time, but hopefully we'll see him back again for round 3 and push hard and top 32 result again.
Okay, so right now we will have Pavel Korpulinski versus Harry. So Pavel Korpulinski, Drift Masters driver, Harriker IDC.
Yeah, Pro-Am of Harriker versus Pro of Drift Masters. Yeah, so it'll be interesting to see what's going to happen here. Of course, I think Paul probably has a little bit more, you know, competition experience over Harry, but Harry, quite a low budget driver here in real life, so you know, now they're on an even playing field. It's just be nice to see what's going to happen here.
Yeah, it's very nice to watch real life drifters having battles in virtual life. So let's see. Harry will be chasing Pavel. Close transition.
Ooh, aggressive transition.
Oh.
Was that 4 wheels off? I think it was.
Yeah, I think that was 4 wheels off at the inside of it.
Yeah, a lot more than 4 wheels it looks like. Nearly 5 or 6 wheels.
If he had big lags from Harry right now. 4 or 500.
Yeah, just after pushing Paul across the track with the leg.
It's right now over 1,000, so it's impossible to have.
Unfortunately, this is unfortunate for Harry. You know, Harry's always having issues with internet, so maybe he might have to sell his drift car to get better internet. We have to wait and see what he decides to do. But he's after retiring. It looks like, is he?
Yeah, he right now just disconnected, so that should be it in this battle.
Unfortunately, not really many 5-minute rules called, or unfortunately, not many 5-minute rules called here in Drift Corner. With the virtual world, you don't really get any mechanical failures, but you do get the odd one, alright, like internet lag here, or you know, steering wheel failure or something like that. So it's unfortunate he had to retire. Didn't really call a 5-minute rule. He might have been able to call one. Is there a rule for that?
I don't know. We always make it happen if somebody has lags. Yeah, it can be 5 minutes or 10 minutes, but right now he just said I retire, so that means Pavel Korpulinski will get the win.
Yeah, unfortunately, we didn't get to see much of Paul there. Well, I would have liked to see him in the chase position, just to see, where Paul is. Is he going to go all out for this event, or is he just trying to get another top 8 result again? But fortunately, we didn't get to see chase position there. So as we move on to the next battle.
Okay, so we have Dominic Bayer and Marco Mauroni. As in live stream, we will see this battle from first person because Dominic, is today's. So we will see this from lead driver's perspective.
We'll do our best job to describe the chase position right here, but Marco's right there. But
right now he's cutting the line.
Yeah, he's nowhere near, and he's like nearly putting a wheel on the inside of the circuit. So big mistake from Marco.
Was trying to do a racing line or something, but it was not very good on outside zone number 3.
Yeah, he had a really nice first transition, really dived towards the door, but just...
Yeah, then something happened and he did a mistake at the entry to the first corner. So right now we switched sides. Very close situation, almost having contact.
Dominic is doing what he needs to do here, not really pushing too hard, but he has to be careful it doesn't get too close. And he's after doing a really good job there.
At outside zone number 3, he was just on his dorsal. That should be easy win for Dominic, and he's heading to a top 16.
Dominic has been really improving over the last couple of seasons. This season has been his strongest yet, and it's really great to see. Dominic obviously being more of a sim racer, more of a GT driver, so it takes a bit of a while to transfer sometimes.
So right now we'll have Paulius Erikas versus Roland. So Roland is on start, Paulius on start, so you're ready to go.
Is this the first French shifter we've seen so far?
Yeah, it is. I believe. We don't have Gaetan, we don't have Jerome, because Jerome just didn't qualify. Whoa.
Ooh, I don't know. That's a huge mistake there from Paulius.
Yeah, he was just stopped before the inside clip. So I don't know, maybe it will be just a zero mistake from Paulius. Oops, sorry. Sorry for this.
Yeah, Paulius apologizing for the mistake he made there. So I'm pretty sure it's obvious that that was his mistake and not really Roland's fault that Paulius half spun. So.
Okay, so right now, I believe Roland only just to finish his lead run. Oh, and again.
That's it, yeah.
That's it for Marco.
Oh, it's Marco. Oh,
sorry.
Oh, wait. Yeah, Paulius. Yeah.
Paulius. Sorry. I was last
spinning or pretty much. Yeah. I know. I was looking. Yeah, unfortunately, Paulius spinning there, and that kind of puts the nail in the coffin, as we say over here. So. Yeah, that's it. Paulius has after being knocked out, and Frenchman Roland moving on to the top 16. Great job from him. As we know, swap groups. We have another Lithuanian of Erikas, and is this Italian of Luca? I think Luca is Italian. We've got LDS3, who I believe is from Hong Kong, is it? Or China.
Yeah.
And we've got another Frenchman, a second of our Frenchmen, Jeremy Clad. We have Dane for our second last battle of our top 32. We have Adrian Chav's second place finisher, the first round, and Pavel Gross. Yeah.
Yeah, Gross.
Gross.
Real life drifter.
Oh, really? Okay, so we have another real life driver here going up against another Spanish drifter. So
he had very good. He was driving. He was driving very good at Torun, a round of drift. So.
Yes. Is this the YT30? I believe.
Yeah.
The $sign race suit.
Yep.
Yeah. Awesome race suit. I mean, I think we should make it mandatory that all sim drifters wear a race suit and a helmet. probably look a bit ridiculous and a bit sweaty, but you know, you never know. And yeah, as we move on to our last battle, we have Polydorus Vet. Oh my, I'm sorry, I can't pronounce his surname, so I'm not going to humiliate myself. And we've got JP Vander Spy from Africa as well. Wonder is he a spy? We'll see. We'll see next when he comes out on track. So yeah, this bracket looks quite tough actually. You know, we've got Erikas has been kind of a favorite over the past few seasons. Adrian too. So you know, whoever moves on here is going to have a tough path to the top 4.
Okay, so I had to change my car. Luca had Arista.
Is there enough of the vehicle that I'm in to make sure I'm not... So as we wait for... Oh, Erikas has just have to join the server, so he's going to be up very soon. He'll be versus Luca, of course. I think we have our first battle ready at least anyway. Just wait for the rest of the drivers to load in. We kind of run a group. We divided groups up into... We divided the top 32 into 4 groups to reduce the number of cars on the server, because of course we do have limitations, and just to make sure everything is fair for everyone and the same for everyone performance-wise, so it's not all about having the most expensive PC and stuff. So
yeah, also with expensive PC you can have lags with so many people on the server in one time. So 10 drivers, and we have first battle of Group D. So Erikas versus Luca Cristina.
yeah, Erikas changing from the E92 to the S14, running wide there on the first.
He came to the dark side.
Yeah, came to the dark side and literally in a dark car. I think unless the skin hasn't loaded. But yeah, really good lead run here from Erikas. But you know what, Luca really putting it in there where he needed to. And this is looking quite even heading into the second run of this battle. But of course, Erikas is known to be super aggressive in the chase position and never really makes many mistakes in the chase. So it's going to be interesting to see here what he can do behind the big boy Toyota Aristo of Luca.
Yeah, so let's see. Right now they're at the track.
Running wide again is Erikas. Ooh, little shallow in the transition there. Luca having a good lead run, but
did some mistake before in an inside clip, but
drop of the wheel there across the line goes Luca. So I don't know. This is quite close. I think chase position. I don't know. This could go one more time again, but there is small mistakes on both parts, so it'll be interesting to see what direction it goes. And Erikas getting the win there. I think his chase position there was just enough, and to be fair, his lead was quite good too, so I think it was quite close, but Erikas just edged enough to get the win there and moves on to the top 16.
Yeah, as you said, just Erikas was closer to the win. It was almost one more time. Erikas was the overall better driver in this battle.
So, who will go up against Erikas? Will it be Adrian or Paul? Both in E90s, I believe. So, yeah. This is going to be the decider. And if Erikas goes against an E90 and loses, I think he's going to be quite...
yeah. Okay, so all BMW battle right now. Spain versus Poland, missing.
Yeah, really shallow entry. Yeah, really shallow entry from Paul, but Adrian doing a good lead here.
Again, some distance between them and shallow line from Pavel. And Adrian is doing his job at his lead run. I think it's all about that Doritos sticker on his back.
Yeah, can't beat a bit of drift though.
Oh! Bit of contact in the straight line, but...
Yeah, I think Paul just oversteered there small coming out of the chicane, so...
Big angle heading to an inside clip. Big correction from Adrian.
Oh, another drop at the wheel from Paul in the chase position. Adrian really sticking it wheel to wheel here.
Wheel to wheel, front wheel to front wheel. As they were doing his their second part.
I think Adrian for sure wins the chase, yeah, and he ends up getting the win. I don't think Paul's chase game was really on point, and his lead was a little tiny bit messy, but yeah, Adrian getting the win there, moving on to the top 16. He'll be up against Erikas, who will, yeah, that's going to be an interesting battle for sure.
Yeah, Adrian, very good driver. Erikas, we know Erikas well. So.
Oh, sorry, my apologies. Oh, sorry, no, we actually skipped Jeremy and Elias Street, because I believe Elias Street didn't connect right, connect in time, so sorry. So Adrian moves on. He'll be up against the winner of our last top 32 battle.
Oh, okay. So we have JP van der Spoy, Polydorus. So South Africa versus Greece.
I don't think you'll ever see a battle like this in real life, you know, Greek versus South African.
Just not very common. Oh.
Just a little bit messy here, you know, lead position dropping wheels of, and of course the chase position, oh look, the really shallow an angle.
I think it's just because Polydorus was very slow at his lead run, so it was hard for JP to.
Yeah, he was using a lot of left foot brake there across the last corner, which, you know, there's nothing wrong with that. You can do it. It makes it the car a lot more stable, but of course it really slows you down. So you need to find a balance of that. And I think if the judges feel like he's using too much of it and is possibly affecting the chase driver, they might dock the lead driver down some points for doing that. So it'll be interesting to see what happens after this run, of course. But
okay, so we need to wait a bit because JP has over 200.
Yeah, this is the struggles, unfortunately, for drivers outside of Europe.
Okay, so
what's happening here?
Right now it's over 2000. So.
Oh wow, yeah, 2000 ping. That's not nice. That means he's located on Mars or someplace, is it?
Yeah, he's everywhere.
We should probably locate him into the NASA space stations up in space, I suppose. He might get similar ping there.
Okay, so I think we will go with the next battle right now, because we need to wait for JP to rejoin us. And we will have a battle between Elias versus Jeremy Club. So China versus France.
Jeremy in the chase position, qualifying 19th, and yeah, LDS3 qualifying 14th. Battle of the E92s again. The Rockstar versus the DMF machine.
Oh, a contact at the initiation, but
and he saves it.
He just came back.
Yeah,
I'm good, man. I'm good.
Jeremy giving a little love tap there, sending LDS3 what we believe to the moon, but
He just
Manages
came
to
back
save and comes back on track. Yeah, unfortunately, a big mistake from Jeremy. I don't know. That could have been, of course, being Elias being from China, having a higher ping. It's possible that there might have been a small bit of lag there. It's hard to really know, actually. But
yeah, it's hard to tell. In my
so
perspective, he hadn't
yeah.
have not any lag, so I don't know. Right now,
Jeremy,
big gap.
yeah, super fast through the first sector of the circuit. Elias doing a good job to catch up. Hits him in the front wheel.
He just
Oh.
got him outside of the track.
This might go one more time, I think, because Elias did not have to do that. I think he had a huge advantage after the first
Yeah,
one.
one more time. So they will go
yeah,
right now.
Yeah, Elias just throwing it away. Jeremy with the French look.
He had just easy win, but
So Jeremy getting a second chance. I'm sure he's not going to make the same mistake as first time.
Yes,
And hopefully,
second life.
Luka's got a super close battle this time.
he right now just left him some space at the initiation. And Elias just doing well at the lead run. Oh, and right now Jeremy is at his doors, all over that third outside zone.
Yeah, awesome job from Jeremy there. Kind of evidence, well, we'll see after this run if it's going to be evidence of just staying at it, but of course Elias is now going to be in the chase position, so he's going to have to attack just as much as Jeremy did.
Almost having a contact at the initiation, very close. Right now he's just closer, but leaving him some space before the outside zone number. And Jeremy is just like madman.
Oh, yeah. So it's going to be interesting to see where this goes, because of course Elias just had a nice chase run there, but just dropping off at the end, and yeah, Jeremy getting the win. Damn, that's kind of the evidence of just not giving up, you know, just stay at it, try and get one more time out of it and getting the win.
Yeah.
Jeremy looked like he was not going to win that after the first run of the first battle, or the first half of that battle, but putting it back to get the win.
There's always a chance. You need to just wait for the finish, because Elias just had it and he lost it.
As you now hop back to our very last bracket, a battle of the bracket, and yeah, this is after our little delay time here for the chase driver of Yanis after he reset his, I presume his internet. But yeah, Jan doing is JP Fan doing a pretty good lead run here. But it's going to be interesting to see. I can't really remember the last run. It's been a while back, so it's going to be interesting to see which way it goes here.
But we need to wait a bit for judges' call.
Still waiting on judge's decision.
Yeah, I can hear judges' discussion, but yeah, JP gets the win and he's heading to a top 16. Because it was very hard call, but judges said that Polydorus just used too much of his break at his lead run, especially at his last outside zone, number 3. So that's why JP is heading to the top 16. But right now we will have a short break because we need to set all skins for the top 16. So we'll see you at 5 minutes. So see ya. Okay, so we're back. We should be good to go with our top 16. We'll be without Alan right now, because he will have his battle. And just right after, he will come back. As he's at the track right now with Leonid Kabirov. Alan is chasing. Leonid is... Sorry, Alan is leading, Leonid is chasing. Some mistakes here and there. And also Alan dropped one tire off at just before the finish. But I don't know if that really matters. Just after this mistakes in... So they switch sides. Alan right now will be chasing. He's just right behind Leonid at the initiation. Leaving some safe space. As Leonid was having a little bit cat at the inside clip. Taking some risks right now and very close at the finish line. So that will be Alan Hines' win, and he's heading to today's top 8. Okay, so we will have right now next battle of top 6. Matz host Petersen versus Robbie Woolhouse. Matz was 24th, Robbie was 25th, so Matz will be leading and Robbie will be chasing both of these guys, 180SX. And right now they're at the track. Robbie's a little bit missing outside zone number 1. They are trashing into the last corner. Robbie's cutting a line, very shallow line from Robbie at the last corner, but Matz is doing really good job at his...
Yeah, I just caught the last half that run there. Yeah, you know what? Sorry, who's in lead position again? I'm after messing up. Robbie, was it? No, Matz was in lead position.
Leading.
Yeah, really seemed to have the last half the track nailed for what I seen anyway. So let's switch positions here.
Yeah. Okay, so both of these guys missing outside zone number 1 as chase drivers. But let's see, last corner.
Quite a neutral run here from both drivers, right? Like,
yeah, it's just dropping one tire off. Yeah, it was just draw in the second part, but yeah, Matz gets the win and he's heading to the top 8, and he will be your opponent in top 8. So.
Oh yes, Matz. Yeah, I mean, look, Matz is doing a really good job here, so it's going to be a tough one for myself moving on. But you know what? That was a nice battle to watch, and you know, I'm kind of wondering, is dropping a wheel at the end that, you know, a bad offence? Are the judges being a bit lenient on it because it's such a, you know, an easy mistake to make, or are they being really tough on it? But yeah, I don't know.
I think it's just all about the line. If you're dropping a wheel right there, it is a mistake in the line, because you should go maybe a little bit to the inside of the last corner at the last part. And staying on the outside means that you will drop a tire, so it is mistake of a driver when he's dropping it. But I can agree, it's very easy mistake to make. As we have Ander and Dennis at the track.
Interesting. You know, first sight there, looks like Dennis just came in too hot, but I don't know. I think Dennis just came in too hot there and just messed up.
Really, I don't know what happened right there.
But it'd be interesting to see, you know, what the judges say about that. You know, are they looking at Ander just to make sure he was accelerating, that he wasn't braking where he didn't need to. But I believe Ender was doing the same thing as he'd done all day, so I don't believe he did anything completely wrong there.
I don't know, I probably think that we should watch a replay, but right now we will have second part of it. Okay, so big angle from Dennis dropping a tire, the outside zone number 2. So it was also a big angle in his second corner. Shallow line from both of his guys. Oh, Dennis is just... Oh.
Yeah. Obviously, in my opinion right there, Ander's completely... Yeah, Ander gets to win in that. Quite quick from the judge's response there, so... Obviously...
Yeah, he had nowhere to go in this chase run, because just Dennis stopped. And yeah, it's just GG for them, as Ander gets the win. Okay, so we have Piotr, we have Alex, so we're ready with the next battle.
It's not Peter, it's Connor Shanahan, of course.
It's Connor Shanahan, sorry, my mistake.
It kind of reminds me of Lucas's James Dean replica last season.
Yeah, exactly.
But, no, Connor Shanahan doing a really good lead run so far. Alex really going to have to step it to him.
Okay, so missing some line and dropping a tire there.
Yeah, you know.
Contact.
Yeah, I think the contact was caused from Peter just dropping a wheel. He had to back out of it to make sure he didn't fall off the circuit. So interesting to see.
I don't know, because I think we will have Rion right now, because Alex should lead, but he was so they had to switch sides.
Yeah. So wait, so they completely rerunning this again, or they guys?
So
okay,
it will be a rerun.
Okay, so that first run is scratched, written off the board,
Yeah,
right?
Don't forget about it. Forget about it.
Oh yeah. Sorry, you're right. Yeah. It's no big deal.
That would be very interesting if we see the James Dean's replica and Connor Shanahan replica in one.
Yeah, we're just waiting for Lucas Jerky to respond. To
yeah.
go back
Whoa! I think that was just 4 tires off and full straight.
Definitely at least 3 tires off there. Maybe the last rim or the last wheel, just hanging on for dear life on the curb.
Maybe, just maybe.
Still a huge mistake, even straightened up again as well. Yeah, the drivers are going to the line, but this is oh wait, okay, we're going again.
Okay, so we see this second part of this battle, first time. 1 tire off at the first corner. A contact! We have a contact! So 1-0 mistake from Piotr, 1-0 mistakes from Alex. One more time.
Maybe. Depends. Well, you know, clearly that was Alex's fault. I don't think Peter, Connor Shanahan, Vida there in front made any mistake.
Yeah, so one more time.
Oh, we're switching position. Wow. Is this, it's one more time, yeah.
One more time, so 0 mistakes. And
this is happening so fast for me.
Just whoa, it's go.
I've seen this battle 6 times though.
Okay, so we had 1 tire off from Alex. Contact
man,
again.
Literally, like same place as last time, and for the one more time.
Right now we switched drivers because last time it was Alex contact there.
Yeah, no, it's Mr. Peter. So
Mr. Peter Shanahan. So.
Should we call him Panor Shada?
I don't know. Really.
Or Keeter.
That's weird.
Yeah, I know. We'll stop with that.
Okay, so second part of this one more time.
This is amazing. This is
amazing. It's just all about when they will go full battle. So
I just want to see this happen all the time. This is fantastic. Right, so we swap positions again.
And again, and again, and again.
So one more time. Obviously, mistakes in the first run, equaling out a 0 for both drivers. And now Peter has just completely bottled the start line and has lost all of the...
Right now, I think he will just leave him space.
Hit him in the door.
Let him do what he wants. Just go to the finish line. Oh, almost going straight on the last corner.
Yeah, I think Alex has an advantage there. Just the proximity from Peter wasn't enough at the start. And a massive straighten going into the last transition there before the final zone. So as long as Alex doesn't try to pull a huge dive and try to take out Peter again, I'm pretty sure Alex has this.
Okay, so one more time. And again, contact!
Ah, man. This
just unbelievable. I don't really know.
I mean...
what is happening right now?
To be honest, I don't think Peter really made a huge mistake in the chase position to the point of where it was a 0.
Yeah.
Well, Alex completely zeroed out.
It's all about if it was inactive chase or...
Oh yes, that's very true. You know, his proximity to the first couple of corners wasn't really there. So, to be fair, he did close up the gap, but was that because he straightened up? You know, there's that question mark too. So, this is very... I'm sorry, but this is very messy from both drivers. We just want to see clean, fair battle here, and unfortunately, both guys just pushing way too hard, just trying to get the way into the final late. It looks like the judges are watching a replay. I presume they're watching a replay, right? So we're still waiting for a decision from the judges. Is this going to go one more time? I don't believe is there a limitation on the number of one more times.
Yeah, we don't have it, so we can go all evening.
10 times?
Maybe.
Can we go 10 more times?
What is happening if they are doing the same mistakes over and over again? It's not about a close battle, it's just 10-0, 10-0, 10-0.
Exactly, yeah, you know, it's kind of unfortunate that it has to go like this.
Yeah.
But, of course, at the end of the day, we want the best driver moving on, and if the best driver means making less mistakes, well, that's exactly what we want. Just watching the replay there, that was the last... was that the last time? Yeah, I believe that was the last time Alex hit Peter, and literally sent Peter to the moon, it seems like. Yeah, I don't know. I don't think Peter really scored a 0 in the chase run. I'm just watching the live stream back here. On the live stream, of course, the replay. It's a bit of a delay for me, but yeah, it doesn't look like he zeroed out too much. But it'll be interesting to see what the judges will view of that straighten between that last, or coming up to that last transition. Very messy battle between both drivers. It would have been nicer to see a closer.
I think we are very close to judges' call.
Okay. Okay. So, so that was the last run that I've just seen on the live stream, where Peter had nowhere to go but to go into the spin. So, yeah, this is very interesting.
Okay, so Piotr Wenda gets the win. Just the judges decided that in his chase run he was not zeroed, and then when they switched sides, Alex made a 0 mistake. That's why Alex is losing, and Piotr is going to a top 8 to fight under. Okay, so right now we'll have right side of the top 16. Who will see there? Who will see?
Kyle Woods and he's up against Paul Karpolinski. That's going to be an interesting battle, actually.
Yeah, of course.
Paul really stepping it up this season, finishing top 8 in the first round. Kyle coming back strong with another second place qualifying position. So Kyle looking strong also. So that's the start of this this bracket, of the second half, this top 16 bracket. Dominic Blair again in this side of the bracket. Damn, this is going to be very interesting moving on. He'll be up against Roland too also. So the Polish versus the Frenchman.
Yeah, and then Erikas versus Jeremy. So again, amazing battle. And last one, Adrian versus JP. That will be very close battles, I believe, in the top 16 on the right side.
Yeah. And I believe also that JP was requesting to run a little bit later, if possible, or trying to join as late as possible to ensure his internet would be stable as possible. He's gone off trying to fix that, so we might see a little bit of delay from himself, but it might be for his benefit. He needs to make sure everything is in tip-top condition before battling Adrian, who of course was our second place finisher round 1. So as our first bracket battle, or the first battle of our top 16, second half of the bracket have joined. I think we'll be heading to the start line quite soon for the first battle, and just waiting for the last half of these drivers of the top 16 bracket to join in, so that...
Not only last, because I can't see Pavel at the server, so we need to wait for Pavel.
Yeah, yes. I believe he's currently connecting. As we flick back to watch some replays from the start of the top 16 bracket.
Okay, so I can see Pavel, so we are right now waiting for the judge, and we should be good.
I'm actually really looking forward to this battle. I'm not really sure what way it's going to pan out. You've got the pro driver of Paul, Drift Masters, pro competitor, finished top 8 I believe this season in his BMW 1M, and of course he's up against Kyle Woods, who's quite an avid sim drifter, competing in several different drift championships here on Assetto Corsa, and really always up at the top, at least top 8 finish every single event, always top 5 in qualifying. So you've got the experience of the real life driver versus the experience of the sim drifter, so this is going to be very close and interesting to see what's going to pan out here.
Yep, so we have Pavel, we have Kyle, and we're ready to go.
I want to see huge dives now from Paul. Let's see what he can do.
Yeah.
Ooh, huge angle from Kyle. Paul's right there, not really. Oh, wow.
Very close at the inside.
That's the dive I was looking for.
Yeah. Trying to make good proximity after him at the last corner.
And the typical Irish driving style of Kyle Woods, just clutch kicking non-stop for no reason whatsoever. Typical Dwayne McKeever style, which we're known to see in this western part of Europe at least.
I don't know, man, but when I was looking at Kyle's runs in previous seasons, he was always on his clutch. I don't know, his clutch was dying. Just left foot is muscled up. And
wow! Look at that initiation. Kyle really using the left foot. I think his left foot muscle is huge.
Yeah.
That's all you hear. Oh! Real drop from Paul.
Some mistake from Pavel, but very close from Kyle.
And another 8 clutch kicks from Kyle as he crossed the line. I think Kyle might have edged that. His proximity in the first couple of clipping points were just much closer. Of course, the last half of the circuit for both drivers were quite the same, but it'll really come down to the lead runs, I think. Chase runs were quite similar. Of course, Pavel, did drop a wheel in the outer zone, and yeah, Kyle Woods gets the win. He moves on to the top 8. First driver of the second half of the top 16 battle bracket to move on, and yeah, that's the end of it for Pavel. Unfortunately, just not doing enough this time to move on, and yeah, his day or night is finished there. Yeah,
it's just Kyle doing amazing job, and his lead run was amazing. I don't know, Pavel's dive at the inside clip was just unbelievable how he managed to. But compared lead to lead, Kyle had a very good lead run. Pavel did some mistakes at his lead run. And chase to chase was just pretty much similar, but Kyle had better proximity at the outside zone number 3. That's why Kyle is heading to the top 8.
Yeah, and well deserved there. Of course, it's unfortunate to see Paul going out early, but that dive, as you mentioned, kind of caught us off guard. To be honest, I was expecting a dive. I was looking for a dive, but he probably dived a bit too late, unfortunately. You know, you really need to, when you're up against Kyle, you need to really stick to him from the start, and while he was somewhat there, it wasn't enough for him.
Okay, so right now we have Dominic Blair and Roland. Roland is chasing, you can see it. So right now a little bit gap between them as they're heading to the last corner. He's right now closer at the last zone, and they're going across the finish lines. Pretty much solid lead run, solid chase run. Nothing special, but pretty solid. Yeah,
Roland really sticking it to him. You know, it was just a good chase run. I wonder what Dominic is going to do here. Of course, we've seen some practice runs of Dominic. He's really sticking it to everyone he chases. So, is he going to do the same again here? Of course, first round winner.
Okay, so we have a dive, but oh, it was very wide, missing that outside zone.
Super aggressive, yeah, and he's now after losing a smaller proximity to Roland.
And I don't know, man, but that can mean that Roland will get, because that mistake was just too much. Yeah, Roland gets the win. And
yeah, unfortunately for Dominic. Yeah, Roland just really nailing the inner, the chicane area, and managed to pull a bit of a big gap there. Dominic just diving too much in the first transition and losing all of his momentum. And yeah, Dominic just, Roland just pulling away, and Dominic had to really shut up in his angle to catch back up again, and that was the end of it for him.
Okay, so we have only one Polish guy, aka Shanahan, in a bracket. But right now we will have Erikas versus Jerry. So I'm very looking forward to this battle. Let's see who will be better.
Yeah, Jeremy really stepping up in last season or so. So let's see if can he take down the man who swapped from the dark side. Erikas throwing in a nasty transition right there. And transition to the final
attack,
zone.
very shallow line at the entry.
Not
Trying
really.
to close the gap.
Yeah, he's right there, but it's just not enough, I don't think, from Jeremy to get a huge advantage. We'll see what Erikas is going to do now, of course.
Just a small advantage, but I don't know really how Erikas will do chasing. We know that Erikas' chasing game is pretty solid, so...
Yeah, he's probably one of the most consistent people in the chase position. I very rarely see him make mistakes. Kind of a bit of a gap here, but he's have to catch him back up again in the straight.
Whoa! Contact at outside is the number 2, but they're going.
Yeah.
In the last corner.
As he reins in Jeremy across the line.
It's just at his doors, scrapping his doors.
Yeah. Kind of obvious that contact, but again, it didn't really seem to affect Jeremy too much. So,
yeah, Erikas gets the win. Judges just said that it does not really affect the line of Jeremy, just it's very small contact. So that's why, yeah, he had a better chase run than Jeremy. So we're heading to the last battle of today's top 16. So we have Adrian, we have JP.
Adrian, of course, second place at the first round of this season's DCGP. Initiation, ooh, quite shallow from JP. Oh, big mistake from JP.
JP is doing a very shallow line for the first corner right now. Adrian is doing just amazing things at his lead.
Yeah,
he just filled that outside zone perfectly. So
yeah, a little dirt drop at the end there, but don't think it's going to really affect him too much. JP made some bigger mistakes earlier on in the run, so yeah, it's all down to Adrian now to put this to the end of and try and get that top 8 position. As he's pushing down the straight. Yeah. Oh. A big dive from Adrian.
Also shallow line from at the outside zone from Chase.
Oh, having to wait for JP to transition there as he nails him back in again through the door.
Oh, and hit his doors. And across the finish line, so... So I guess comparing it to... Yeah, Adrian gets the win and he's heading to the top 8. It's all about lead runs, I think. Adrian has had amazing lead. And chase to chase was pretty similar. Maybe Adrian was a little bit better, but both of these guys had a mistake at outside zone number 2. So right now that's the end of our top 16, and we are heading to a top 8 left side. So we will see Alan versus Matz, and then Ander versus Piotr. So
I believe we're waiting on one of the judges to reconnect again.
Yep, you're waiting for Jakub to connect, and we will be ready to go. Okay, so we have all judges. Do we have all drivers? Yep. We have Matz, we have Alan, so we should be ready to go. Okay, so we have Alan, we have Matz, and we are ready to go. Alan right now will be leading his Pro Drift Academy S14, Matz and his 180 SM. Alan just right now, big Matz is trying to be very aggressive in contact with Alan, and that means that probably that will be 10-0 advantage for Alan, because Matz was very hard, very fast, trying to catch Alan as he overslept. I don't know, maybe at the chicane, but that means that it will be 10-0 after the first run. Okay, so we switched sides, and right now Alan will be chasing after the big mistake from Matz at the first run. So that will be all about to finish his runs. Again, big mistake from Matz just right after inside clip. Again, some waving and at his lead run, and they are across the finish line. So Alan Hines gets the win, and he's heading to a top 4. Okay, so next battles of left side of top 8, we have Under Garayar and Piotr. So last guy from Poland versus Spain.
Pride of Poland and sorry, Sweden in on the line.
Yeah, Irish guy from Poland. So let's go. Some mistakes at the chase run, but oh boy, just doing a racing. Some off-road.
Cross, baby.
Okay, so that should be a 10-0 advantage for and let's go with the second part.
Ender of the Giants Vodafone team, not really giving an answer. Wait, okay, that's the end of it, I think.
Yeah, that's the end.
As Peter goes after some rallycross.
So Connor Shanahan ends here, and Ander is heading to a top 4, and he will be your opponent. Be careful about him.
I'm watching him closely. I'm watching him closely.
Okay. Take notes. Take notes.
Yeah. I've taken notes already. We'll see how it goes now in the top 4. It should be quite interesting, quite fun.
Okay, so we have right side. At the right side, we have Kyle Woods and Roland. So France versus Ireland, and we're ready to go. I'm just asking one question. can Kyle make one single mistake? Because he's doing flawless run all the day.
Well, I hope you're not going to jinx him. I know he was a little wide on the inner transition.
Yeah, I just
so deep
okay.
Into the outer
What I've said.
But saying that, it was still a really good lead run, super easy to chase for Roland. So the judges will be rewarding Kyle for that lead run. Roland didn't really stick it though, did he? I don't. He kind of stuck it to
very
the start.
safe distance, I believe.
Yeah, just kind of waiting for Kyle to make the mistake, which you never know.
Maybe it will happen.
It can happen, yeah. Kyle has made mistakes before in a position that he has a huge advantage in, so we have to wait and see what Kyle does. Kyle's doing a really good job here, quite similar to Roland.
Very close.
The both of them kind of slightly straighten up, dropping away from Roland.
Roland is dropping one tire off, and this sand is very slowing the car. After dropping one tire, it's just... Oh, so Kyle Woods gets the win, and he is at the top 4. So.
Ooh, this battle is going to be super interesting.
Just, I'm hot already.
I was going to say the battle of the BMWs. Didn't I realize that Erikas is in this?
Oh man!
First time I've ever seen
not BMW. It's not.
Yeah. I messaged him yesterday. I was like, "Oh, I see you joined the dark side," and he responds back in typical Lithuanian form. Yes, you know.
Yes. Okay.
So we'll see what Erikas can do here. Adrian is chasing in first. Adrian, of course, the second place winner, round 1. Adrian initiating super early. Wow, look at this lead from Erikas.
That's an amazing job at the lead run. Adrian is right now trying to close the door. Whoa, man.
You know, I think Adrian's after leaving this too late. He probably should have attacked a little bit more to start, but really nailed the last half the circuit.
At the first part, he was not so close. He made a mistake going pretty much shallow at the first corner. Then, at the last corner, very close. He was knocking at his doors, but right now they are switching, and let's see how Erikas will do going after.
The big heavy BMW out in front with the light and nimbleness and chasing.
He can go from a chase driver.
Wow,
but he's doing it. He's doing it.
Ooh, Erikas is on the back foot.
Very close at the last corner. Right now he's close. Not so much for the first part of this last corner.
Interesting.
I don't know.
Yeah, that was quite close. Adrian putting in a somewhat decent lead run actually, but the chase runs from both drivers, not really expecting, not really, doing what we wanted. Just first half the run was quite semi-par from both drivers, and they really stuck towards the end. But Adrian probably had the better chase run of the two runs, but Erikas clearly with the better lead run, in my opinion, at least anyway. So
yeah, for a very close battle, it will be hard to tell who is better right now. But I can hear that we have some judges.
What are they saying?
Adrian Chavez gets the win.
Wow, Adrian getting the win.
He's heading to the top 4. Okay, so I have some info. Probably when you're comparing that run when Adrian was chasing, he was very close at the last corner at the outside. So maybe first part of the track was not very close, but last corner was very close from the start to the end. But in the same point, when you're looking at Erikas' chase run, he did some mistakes. He was not as close as Adrian was, so that's why Adrian gets the win. And as I can see in top 4 we have Ireland versus Spain, and then we have Ireland versus Spain, so all Irish Spanish battles right now in top 4, and we're starting with Alan Hines versus Under. But I can see Under at the server, so we need to wait for him. Okay, so we have Under, we have Alan. We should be good to go with the first part of this top 4. Okay, so let's go. They're at the straight line, ready to initiate. Right now some gap between them at the first corner. I don't know if Under can leave Alan so much space at the first part of the strike. Right now he's trying to be close, but I don't know, man. Right now some advantage for Alan after the first run. Okay, so they switched sides, and right now you can see how Alan is close at the issue. He's at his doors, making a little bit contact, but that doesn't affect any of Under's line. He's trying to be closer and closer, heading to the last corner. Under is dropping one tire, but he's at the track, and they're crossing a finish line. So very good job from Alan, his chase run. And that should be easy call. We're waiting for judges, but I'm pretty sure that Alan has it. Yep, Alan Hines gets the win, and he's heading to a great final. We'll see Under in a battle for the third place. Let's see who will be facing. Who Alan will be facing in the great final. We have Kyle, we have Adrian. So okay, so we have Adrian, we have Kyle. We're ready to go with second top 4 battle of today.
Who are you rooting for?
I don't know.
Nasty transition from sorry,
yeah.
Adrian behind.
Adrian. Amazing job. He's very close. Right now he's doing very shallow line, but that transition was so close.
Again, perfect lead run from Kyle, but Adrian super aggressive in the chase position. Maybe just a little bit too quick on the transition.
Maybe
a little bit caught up on the inside.
Too much aggression, I believe, because he could just overshoot that. Outside on number 3, he was just too fast.
I'm pretty sure Kyle could give him a high five. That's how close he was.
Yeah. Oh man, he's just. Yeah.
He's trying to pass him out on the straight.
Amazing job. Just amazing job at the.
Very
and let's see the last zone, because that will be who's the better one. Oh, Kyle is just right here. Oh man,
that was pretty awesome. I could see that going one more time, but you know what? I think Kyle
but I don't know really.
I think Kyle might have just edged the tiniest amount. If it went one more time, I'd be happy.
Kyle Woods gets the win, and he will be your opponent in a great. So. Yeah, amazing driving from Kyle today, and that initiation was just crazy. He was just left side of his car. I don't know, man.
He was literally the passenger of Adrian.
Yeah, exactly.
He was nearly pulling the handbrake and changing gears for Adrian. That's how close he was on the straight. I don't know how you managed to pull that off, because that's not an easy thing to do. And I'm pretty sure Adrian was like, "What is this Irish guy doing?"
Yeah, so we have Irish final and Spanish battle for the 3rd place. So
this is probably like the first time we've had a scenario like this, you know. Well, whatever, one Irish final, but Spanish. Spanish guys have really stepped it up. I don't believe that we have a Spanish driver since ever, I believe. So
yeah,
great to see
it
this
was
guys.
just first time in Drift Corner Grand Prix, but I don't know what they're doing right. Just manana things. I don't know, man, what happened right there.
Yeah, I think these cars have a dynamic boost control. You can set the boost, and I believe
Yeah, he was on 0, yeah. Probably,
I believe he was at least 10%. Just trying to see. Yeah.
Adrian was just pushing him at the straight line, and then nothing happened, but...
Interesting. Unless now he might have a pedal dysfunction, but I presume that Ander did have a wrong setting set up on the car, so that's unfortunate for him. It would have been nice to get a really nice battle going, especially since Ander qualified 4th. Yeah, car's looking much faster now.
Yeah, definitely. Adrian is doing a very good job of his lead run. Ander is trying to close the gap, but sacrificing the line and across the finish line, so that should be easy call. Sadly,
yeah,
easy call, but
yeah, I think that was. I don't believe Adrian wanted that. It looked like he wanted to rerun it, but unfortunately, team orders maybe. But Adrian Chavez gets the 3rd place today, so congrats to him. And we are waiting for the great final. So Irish final, Kyle Woods versus Alan Hines. Okay, so we're ready to go with a final battle of the 2 Irish guys, and let's see who's the better one today. Kyle is very close, having a contact with Alan, pushing him hard outside of the track. I was talking about one mistake, and I think it was just one mistake that he made in finals. So I don't know, man, but it looks like Kyle's fault. Right now they are crossing finish line with horns, but that mistake was just unbelievable. One and only mistake from Kyle today. Okay, so let's go with the second part of this battle. Let's see how Alan will go after Kyle is very close to the first, changing to the inside clip. And the last corner, let's see how close can Alan be to Kyle. He's very close, he's in his doors literally. And across the finish line, so that's it. I think we have a winner today. I think that should be easy call. But let's wait for... Yeah, Alan Hines gets the win, and he's our winner today. Kyle Woods getting a 2nd place, 3rd place for Adrian, and yeah, awesome driving today. 2 Irish guys at the podium, 1 Spanish at the 3rd one, and yeah, that should be it for today. Thank you everyone. If you're still with us, leave us a like. Come to our Facebook, website, Instagram,
and see you guys in round number 3. See ya!
you.